1 week ago, Luka Doncic made history. In a historic late comeback, Luka scraped the Mavericks into overtime after he intentionally missed a free throw, got his own rebound and tipped it back in to tie the game. In overtime, his dominant display would continue, finishing the game with a 60-point, 20-rebound triple-double, the first of its kind. Not even Wilt Chamberlain could say he had a stat line like that. It was easily the best individual performance of the 2023 season, and considering the circumstances of the game, being it went into overtime off a putback off a missed free throw, and the fact that the Mavs were down by 9 points with 30 seconds left, makes it certain that it will go down as one of the greatest regular season performances of all time, and definitely the greatest individual performance of this regular season. Well, until yesterday.
Someone box out Donovan Mitchell. Shooter.
Off the back rim, loose ball. Oh, it went in to tie the game. I don't know how.
He didn't box. What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
Oh, it was Donovan Mitchell.
What did I...
Donovan Mitchell, star guard of the Cleveland Cavaliers, just dropped 71 points on the Chicago Bulls in a comeback win yesterday, and did everything Luka did and more. Yes, he even missed a free throw in the final seconds intentionally, got his own rebound and put it back in to tie the game. He did that. What I find is going a bit under the radar too is not only did Spider drop 71 points, but also he was only 2 rebounds shy of a triple-double as well. He finished the game with 8 boards and 11 assists. He also generated 99 points in total last night, the second most in a game in NBA history. What Donovan Mitchell did last night is truly astonishing. Luka Doncic just had the 6th best game in NBA history according to Basketball Reference's game score stat, which is a player evaluation metric that ranks individual performances based on their box score productivity. Luka's score was 56.3. In the last 32 years, only James Harden, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan could say they achieved a greater individual game. Now, Donovan Mitchell can join that list, because after last night, Mitchell now owns the 3rd greatest individual performance in NBA history according to GameScore, with a score of 60.8. The first player in the modern era to achieve a game score of above 60. That is genuinely insane. The story of Mitchell's performance last night doesn't end there though. The Cleveland Cavaliers were down by 21 points at one stage, as the Bulls started out hot in the second quarter, leaning 60-39 with only 2 minutes to go before the half. But as you can see here from these clips, Donovan's ability to create for himself is in a league of its own, and it allowed him to rain down buckets on the Bulls defense and in turn, start closing the gap. Like in this play here, Donovan is tightly guarded by great perimeter defender Alex Caruso, who does a pretty good job of sticking with him. But Mitchell's change of pace is so elite that when he suddenly stops and snatches back, Caruso loses position and has to rush to contest the shot, resulting in a 4-point play for D. Mitch. His footwork inside is also elite, generating room for himself to rise up and score, even when it seems like he's being crowded. Though the NBA is a very high-paced league nowadays and closing the gap on that kind of deficit isn't impossible anymore, it is still rare. And clearly it took the Cavs and D. Mitch everything they had, plus a bit more, to close that gap and win the game. Mitchell was going super deep into his bag to get shots up, and luckily for the Cavs, they were falling at a blistering hot rate. He could not be stopped. Some of the pull-up threes he was hitting down the stretch were just so tough. It felt like there was no way the Cavs could lose the game come overtime. Mitchell was always ready for this kind of moment though, as all season long, he's been standing up to the plate for Cleveland and delivering for them. As a whole this season, Mitchell has been averaging just shy of 30 points per game and has shooting splits of 49% from the field, 41% from 3 and 87% from the stripe, all easily his career best. these numbers and splits are in the upper echelon of NBA players, which is why it surprises me that no one really gives Donovan a look in MVP conversations. Quietly, Mitchell has been one of the most impactful players this season, ranking 6th in offensive box plus minus, 5th in VORP, and 5th in win shares. His true shooting percentage of 63% ranks 2nd amongst guards who average at least 15 field goal attempts per game, behind only Stephen Curry. It is truly wild how good of a season Mitchell has been having, and this 70-point masterpiece is just the exclamation point on a hot season that is now boiling over the top. What's made Donovan even more valuable though has been the fact that Cleveland have suffered at the hand of the injury bug this season, yet they are still currently sitting as the 4th seed in the Eastern Conference, just 2.5 games back of the 1st seeded Celtics. Garland has missed extended time. Key role player Dean Wade is missing at least a month of action as well, but Mitchell continues to run the offense brilliantly even without these key pieces, and has ensured the Cavs haven't faltered. He's really bought into this Cavaliers system, added his own flair with his incredible scoring skill set, and now I believe he can genuinely lead them to a strong campaign come the postseason. Even defensively, Donovan is now a positive on that end for the first time in his career. The play of Spider as a whole this year really needs to be appreciated, and thankfully, after a performance like that, he should absolutely start getting the appropriate recognition that he deserves. Obviously, I don't mean to take anything away from Luka's absolutely absurd performance against New York with this video, but I just find it so crazy that we NBA fans have been able to witness 2 of the 6 greatest individual regular season performances in just the last 8 days or so. We all thought Luka's game would be the best individual performance of the season, so to see it somehow be knocked to 2nd feels impossible. Especially considering the fact that barely over a week separates these 2 magical performances. The NBA is an unbelievable place, and all we can really do is appreciate what we are witnessing, because Luka Doncic and Donovan Mitchell have spoiled us completely this week. After what Luka did, seeing something on a similar scale to that again this season, let alone within the next few years, felt impossible. Until it wasn't. Shout out to Donovan Mitchell and Luka Doncic, man. We might never see performances like those again, but we probably will, and it might be sooner than you think. Thank you all for watching. Apologies for the hiatus again, but I'm seriously back this time. Hopefully anyway. With that being said though, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.